$690,000. I'm almost 70% of the way to my $1 million goal. But I'm 69% of the way, which is even better because who doesn't like a good old 69? This journey has been crazy. This stock market lately has been crazy. Just 5 weeks ago, I was at $636,000 when I started uploading these videos to this channel. And this is awesome. I mean, there's no other way to say it. This is awesome. So almost 70% of the way there. I'll get to the investments later. And I just want to say thank you for being here. Thanks for being a part of this journey. It's going a lot quicker than I thought it would, which is a good thing for me and for you. This is fun, right? Like everyone likes to see money go up. So this is your first time being here. Welcome. I'm Jacob. I'm building $1 million net worth for my family and myself. I'm 28 years old. I'm debt free, and I just want $1 million by the time I'm 32 so I can be financially free, which is I can do whatever I want for the rest of my life, right? That's what we all want. So I am teaching you on this channel how you can also create your own budget, choose wise investments, how to spend your money, and just live a good financial life because that's what we all want for ourselves. So this show has 3 parts to it. There is my budget. This is my roadmap to $1 million. There is my spending. This is kind of my license for fun. I will show you exactly how I'm spending my money, show you how I'm having fun while being on a budget. I have fun spending money and stopping myself from spending money. I don't just go crazy and act irresponsible. And lastly, we'll go through my investments, which are my tools to multiplying the wealth I have and what will allow me to be financially free for the rest of my life. So starting off here with my budget, this is what it looks like. I'm working with the $5,000 income, and I break this down into different segments. I have my groceries, I have my lifestyle maintenance, experiences, and discretionary fixed expenses, rent, and then my investments. So this has to total $5,000 at the end of the month, and that's what it does. So I'm spending $1,100 a month on groceries, which is $275 a week, $400 a month on my lifestyle maintenance, which is $100 a week. My experiences and discretionary are $800 monthly and $200 a week. Fixed expenses come in at $700 for the month, $175 for the week. And then rent, I'm trying to keep under $1,300, and then that leaves me with $700 left to invest, coming out for a total of $5,000. And this is a balanced budget. Every single month, you should be spending, saving, or investing all of the money that you get. You shouldn't have any dollars just going somewhere and you don't know where they're going. You should give a dollar, every single dollar that comes into your possession, a job, because money loves a job. If you don't give it a job, it just kind of disappears. So this is my budget, and this is how I am spending my money every single week. Now, let's dive into of where I'm at for my total monthly spend. I've spent $3,775. My goal is $5,000. So for the full week right now, I'm at $509, which my weekly spend should be $750. And I should mention that I do my budgets from Fridays to Thursdays, and then I record my prior week's spending and budget and everything on like today, which is Friday. So then I have it from July 18th, last Friday, to July 24th, to July 24th, Thursday, which is yesterday. And then today is July 25th, Friday. Anyways, my total spend should be $750 a week. I'm at $509.20, which is good. I'm on track for my budget to be balanced this month. The whole goal of all of this is to make sure I get my $700 invested every single month. This is what is continuously propelling my portfolio to go forward in the future. As I continue buying more stocks, I continue accumulating shares of index funds, and just I continue compounding and getting more money, right? So this is the whole point of having a budget, is to make sure I hit my target number of investments every single month. And right now I'm on track, and I need to be a little cautious though, because I need 700. So right now it says 1,224 for investing. That's basically how much I have left to invest at the end of this month if I don't spend another dollar, which I will spend money. So because there's a whole week left in July. So I really need 1,244 minus 700, which gives me $524.16. That's all I have left to spend for the rest of this month, and I just need to be really cautious of that as I go forward for the last week here in July as we do our last stretch. So breaking down my budget, we're going to start off with my groceries and how I spent all of my money this past week, and there we can see that was July 18th, Friday last week, and I spent $261.38 at the supermarket, and my budget's $275. I'm really happy I was able to come in on budget there. I talked last week about how I'm going on this new diet plan. I'm trying to build muscle, and I'm spending a lot more money on food at the grocery store than what I was in the past. But I was able to come in under budget there, and I bought a lot of food. I mean, we're talking about over a pound of ground beef I'm eating a day. I got my freezer stocked with chicken, ground beef, got my fridge stocked. I'm eating a bunch of potatoes. I'm keeping simple carbs, simple protein, simple fats, and it's all going into my body all day, every single day. And there's just such a good feeling about having a stocked fridge. I love it. I hate grocery shopping. I hate bringing all the bags into the house and unloading everything, but it just feels so good whenever the fridge is stocked full. You open it and you're like, what am I going to have? I don't know, but I got options, right? Everyone loves that feeling, and that's one good thing money definitely buys is a good stocked fridge. Now, I got these other expense here. Empanada dough, $7.04, and an empanada. My wife made empanadas for us this past weekend, which I love to eat at home. I rarely go out to eat. I love to cook, or I like to have my wife cook whenever it comes to empanadas. I don't really make them. But actually, what are empanadas? This is Pauli. She's going to explain to you what empanadas are. What are empanadas?
Empanadas are a traditional food of like Argentina and other countries of South America. And basically the ones that we like eating are like meat, onions, pepper, and they're like very, very, very tasty. And the ones that I make are the best.
They're super tasty. I love them. I gorge myself on them. I become a glutton as soon as empanadas come in front of me. How many can I eat? What's my record? I don't know. I've probably ate at least 8 or 10 of them while drinking a few beers at the same time. They're so good.
He just ate 12 the other day.
12. Okay. They're so good. I love empanadas. Then we also had a cheeseburger run. Now, I mentioned I'm eating a lot of ground beef, and my wife now will steal ground beef from me, and she loves to make these cheeseburgers. So she went and grabbed some buns, she grabbed some cheddar cheese, and she made herself a cheeseburger during the weekday for lunch, which I try to hold myself back to one cheat meal a week. That's it. And I really do. I'm really good about holding myself back to one cheat meal a week while I'm working out and dieting and everything. And my wife is eating cheeseburgers on a weekday, and then she'll say things to me like, oh, you're looking so good. We both go to the gym together all the time. We both are eating really good. Why do you seem to get results faster than me? And I'm like, I'm not eating cheeseburgers on a Tuesday, which she should. She should enjoy herself. But I'm like, gotta do the math here. It adds up. It adds up. All right, lifestyle maintenance. And yes, we were on budget this week, $275 for all the grocery runs. Doing super good. Lifestyle maintenance, which is $100 a week, $400 for the month. For the week, we are in at $64.33. Doing super well there. It's exactly where I wanted to be in at. Under budget, which is great. And first off, facial cream, $15.57 for this facial cream. My skin gets so dry. Let me show you. Look at all of this right here. It's insane. Also, up here, I'm gonna age like 50 years in one winter down here in Chile. So I got this cream, L'Oreal. Here it is. I gotta put this on my face all the time. Oh my gosh. Feels so good just to hydrate like that on my skin. My head also gets super dry. There it is. Big old shiny bald head. May as well just call it a spotlight. So I gotta put other cream on too. This just regular Nivea cream. I run the electric razor over my head every day just to keep this smooth baby bald head smooth, right? It's not smooth if I don't use cream, so I'm using a lot of cream around here. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. It gets so dry. I actually just got out of the shower and lathered up my face. I cannot even be out here in this climate for 10 seconds without any facial cream. My wife got some pajamas, and I'm really jealous about these. I didn't get any photos of them. I'll have to show them to you all next week. But, oh wait, that actually reminds me. I need to show you all the chair that we had. My wife's desk chair. Yes, I promised I would show this. We had these super uncomfortable chairs at the kitchen or dining room table where we've been working at this Airbnb that we're in right now. And so we got the desk chair, and she put it all together herself. She is Wonder Woman. She amazes me with all the things that she just does on her own initiative. And then I'm the selfish guy who just takes and steals her chair during the weekdays, and I sit in it. So thank you, wife, for putting together this beautiful chair. It's her idea to get it, and now I stole it, but I love it. And we also got a wig from Shein, $13, oh no, $27.03. Oh, yep, here it is. Let's, how do I look? This is good.
Very pretty.
This is my rock star. Oh, there we are, boys. There we are, girls. Yeah. They said Ozzy Osbourne died. He didn't. He's right here. This is not my wig. I forget what the name. My wife buys wigs. I ask her what her hairstyle is going to be. She tells me we'll see tomorrow. That's her response always. She bought this wig from Shein for $27. And yeah, she likes to try out different hairstyles all the time. And that's her thing. She buys wigs. And every now and then I like to throw them on for a good laugh. Lastly, sourdough bread and lemon bread. Oh, I love bread. There's this chef, Francis Mallman, and he has the series he does is like love affair for potatoes. I could do this love affair with bread. Bread is so good. I've been eating this very sad breakfast of eggs, cheese, and a banana at 5:30 every single morning. And it is so depressing. I don't like getting out of bed to begin with whenever it's cold outside and whatnot. And right now I'm in Patagonia. It's chilly, it's cold, it's winter. So I'm not looking forward to my weak ass, just sad breakfast that I've been having. And I couldn't find any sourdough bread whenever I got here in Chile. I used to eat it all the time in Buenos Aires, but I finally found some. I eat it with my eggs. It is so good. I'm looking forward to going to bed at night just so I can wake up and eat sourdough bread. The place I got it from, the bakery I got it from, they said that they've been using the same, what is that called with the sourdough? Is that levadura or the masa madre, the yeast? Yes, the yeast. Whenever they use the yeast, it's like the mother yeast and they keep it forever. They've been using the same one for 13 years, which I think is awesome that they've had this yeast in the fridge for 13 years and they keep making more and more bread from it. It's really good bread. And then we also got some lemon sweet bread. It was nice and sweet. We ate it right after the gym whenever we were picking up my sourdough bread, which was pretty nice for post-workout. Again, why does she not get on the same routine as me? Why is she not getting the same results as me? It was my wife's idea to get the lemon bread. It was her idea to make the cheeseburgers. It was her idea to make the empanadas. The math is adding up, right? Like, I know I'm trying to be supportive, but you always seen it here. Now, moving over to the experiences and discretionary, $200 a week, $800 a month. I spent $113 this past week on my experiences and discretionary. This is really the most fun stuff that I spend my money on. And what did I get? I got Modern Warfare 3, the most updated Modern Warfare 3. I haven't played video games 6 or 7 years since I sold my Xbox and moved to Argentina in 2019. That was the last time I played video games. I used to play a lot of video games. I loved the original Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. I played Call of Duty Ghost. I played Fortnite. I would play Halo 2, Halo 3. I gamed all the time whenever I was younger. And when I moved to Argentina, it was just me being a young man at 22. I was going to pick up a new Xbox when I got here, but I ended up just saying, I don't have the time for that. I need to, I was trying to learn another language. I was learning Spanish. I was focusing on that. I was trying to make a buck. I was teaching English at an English institute, and I just didn't have the time anymore to play video games, nor did I even have the skills to manage my time, being able to work, learn another language, juggle a new relationship, because I just met my wife and I'd moved here. I just met her not long before. She was the reason I moved to Argentina. And I was trying to experience a whole new culture, and so I just put the video games down. I didn't play them for a long time, And here where I moved to in Chile, the Airbnb I got has a PlayStation 4, and I said, let's do it. Let's play some Modern Warfare 3. So I got PlayStation Plus, I had MW3, I spent $85 on that, and I am back, baby. I am back to video games. I'm gonna get addicted. I love being addicted to video games. National Park entrance fee. I went on a hiking and spent $23.41. And this was an awesome hike. I did it last Saturday. I think we ended up walking a total of like 15 kilometers, if I remember correctly. I'm not really sure what the conversion is for that in miles, but let me tell you, it felt like a lot. It felt like I'd walked all day because I literally did. We got there at 8 a.m. and we walked until 5 o'clock that evening. And it was such a beautiful park. It was all green out there. We had met a bunch of people along the way, got to take a lot of photos. My wife loves to take this DJI camera that she uses just to film vlogs and save videos over the time and keep them. I got to fly my drone around. Huge fan of the drone, huge fan of taking my camera. It was icy out there, but as always, whenever you get to the top or you get to the end of a hike, you get to see some beautiful things. It's just like pristine, untouched land. There was a lake just covered with water, or obviously it's a lake, right? I meant to say ice and snow on top of it, just completely dusted. And we got to enjoy each other's peace and company, and it was a really good time. And you know, at the end of it, we also got a sandwich for $4.68. And so combining these things together, $23, another $4, it's like $30 of fun for an entire day's adventure. And this is one of the things I love about living out in nature and being more in the mountain landscape, or even if you're at a beach or wherever, is that you, for 30 days, or for 30, I can't talk. Oh, these videos kill me. For $30 all day, we got to have fun, we got an experience. You know, whenever I was living in Buenos Aires, for $30, it got me like 2 hours at a restaurant, a couple drinks, and then it was another bar for another $30 and a couple drinks. And before I knew it, it'd be like one night out was $100. And that was one of the things that really made me tired of being in the city, was just going out, spending money, spending money, spending money. And if you're not spending money in the city, I honestly don't know what there is to do. So it's nice being out here where it's just, in nature, things, it's like in nature, it feels like it's the cheapest form of entertainment, but also the most soul-fulfilling form of entertainment. I love being out here. So we did come in on our budget at $113.67. And then lastly, our fixed expenses are supposed to be $175 for the week. This really did us good on saving money this week. We spent $10.60 doing laundry, another $8.48 doing laundry. And let me tell you, normally I wouldn't take photos of us doing laundry, but this is the first time in 6 years First time in 6 years I've had a dryer. My wife has never had a dryer in her life to do laundry with, so she was so happy to use a dryer. We always traditionally wash the clothes and then put them outside, hang them up, and then they dry outside and you have to fold them. And what takes like as an hour-long chore, 2-hour chores, turns into like a few hour-long chores without a drying machine. And then if it rains, you got to be worried about the rain coming, the humidity, and then your clothes smell like vomit. So it's so nice to have a drying machine. We just haven't wanted to spend our money on a drying machine. They're over $1,000 in Argentina. I don't know how much they are here in Chile, but I'm living in an Airbnb that has one, so don't care either. But we just haven't wanted to spend our money on a drying machine. So this has been like a luxury to use a drying machine, and we've had a lot of fun using it. We spent $37.11 on the maid. She comes once a week, so that weekly spend was $56.20. And we're doing really good. So as I mentioned, we have $524 left to spend for this month. And if I just budget out, let's say I spend $275 here on the week for my groceries, and then let's say I spend, that will give me, let's see, $249 left over to spend for the rest of the week. And then if I don't know what my expenses are going to come in at, but worst case scenario, they come in at $175. This would also now give me $74.16 left over to spend on just like discretionary stuff, going out, going to some hot tub. I don't know, we're talking about going to some natural hot springs, going maybe on another hike. I don't know what we'll do this weekend, but I have $74 left this week just for discretionary fun stuff to spend. And then I will be at, if we subtract that $74, there we are. I'll be at my $700 for investing for the month. So we are going to make it to the end of this month. We're going to get our $700 invested. If I screw this up, then I don't deserve to have a channel on here at all, and YouTube should just take me off, because this is the plan. That's everything. Here is my entire savings plan. There it is. Net worth $690,000. Emergency fund $16,433, and then the savings $2,550 in cash that I have here that I just use to take around with me around Latin America, because it's always good to have some dollars. So last but not least, probably the most fun, my investments. Here we are, baby, $690,000. Let's just hit a refresh on this, see where it went since I loaded this earlier. 691, there we go, there it is. Day change, $3,143. This is awesome. Law of large numbers, this is beautiful. I mean, just this is less than 0.5% of my entire portfolio, and it's $3,000. If my portfolio goes up 1% a day, we're looking at $6,900. Awesome. 1 month change, $38,293. Here's an entire breakdown of my portfolio. I have VGT over here. It's worth $306,000 in my portfolio. I'm up $70,000 on this investment. Actually, I want to go to the percentage and show you. I've been buying these S&P 500 funds, VOO and IVV, going back to like 2021, 2022, they're up 52%, up 41%. Putting those in dollar amounts, that's $25,000 in IVV, $28,000. Here it is, $690,000. On these, up $172,000. This is great. And breaking this down into an actual pie chart so you can clearly see how my money's divided up in my account. I have 44% of my money in infotech. This is VGT. And then I have VTI, which is the total stock market. 30% of my money is there. And then 24% is in IVV and VOO. Ideally, I would like to get this to be 60% VTI and then 40% information technology. I don't want to be too overweight infotech. We're on a super good bull market right now. I mean, this is a rallying bull market. I'm going to come out with a video talking about this in comparison to like the dot-com bubble, and I think we're in the very early stages. Think dot-com bubble 1995, and it didn't pop until 2000. We got like a lot, hundreds of percents to go here. And so while I don't mind being in 44% in VGT right now, I don't want to be too overweight just in case, I don't know, it gets cut down by 60%, because tech always goes down more than the market does. I do have S&P 500, a heavy holding of it here, because I started building out my portfolio back in 2021, and I started just buying S&P 500, traditional, Vanguard, John Bogle, buy and hold strategy, S&P 500, there you go, just buy that over and over and over. I got a little bored with it, now I have it. I have a lot of overlap with my VGT, so ideally I would like to have 60% total market, 40% VGT, but things are cooking, I'm doing good. Comparing my total portfolio performance over the past month, June 25th to yesterday, July 24th, I'm up 5.36% on all brokerage accounts. So looking at the S&P 500, it is up 4.5%. NASDAQ is up 5.7%. And I'm just like in between those two, which makes sense whenever I look at the division up here of my infotech, my total stock market, my S&P 500. So that is where I'm at on all my finances. This was my past week, how I spent my money, how I've been saving it, what my investments are doing. Get on your own budget. You will never be rich if you're not on a budget. If you don't know how much money is coming into your possession every single week, if you don't know where every single dollar is going, if you can't tell your friends exactly how much money your stock portfolio was making yesterday and how much money you were spending last week, you will never be rich. This is how you do it. This is how I'm doing it. I'm going to be a millionaire by the time I'm 32, and you are here for the journey. You are going to be my witness. There you go. Hit that subscribe button if you like this video. Hit that like button, and I will see you next week.